I'm going to come to you today in a role that I have resisted pretty much my entire life. I've always resisted the role of being the disabled guy who delivers information about being disabled because I always think that's what people expect. So I generally downplay that role, except there has been a common theme that's been coming up for me for about a month now. And I'll explain to you what that is. The common theme is that I have a whole bunch of people who have physical disabilities in my friend groups. And what we tend to see is a recycling of the same kind of topics or frustrations. And probably one of the reasons is us, like other communities of multicultural or other folks, we have a closed community. We tend to talk about things within the family that we don't talk about outside the family. And because we do that, the message never gets out to the people it needs to get out to. So I'm going to do a weekly segment called Message to the Able-bodied. And it's going to basically talk about all those things within the inside of the family. Don't worry, inside family, I'm not releasing any of our secrets. These are all the things that physically disabled people deal with or think about that other people never have to do. So I'm going to do that because I think there's a lot of worth in that information. And I think it's going to be fun because these are things that I've thought about and dealt with for a really long time that I wish able-bodied people would know. So the first thing we're going to do today is talk about what not to say when meeting somebody with a disability. Please do not say, hey, can you do a wheelie in that thing? Hey, slow down, don't speed. Hey, there's no, don't run over my foot. Ha 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 ha. The reason is because we literally hear that from every stranger at least once a day. Anytime I go out, that is generally one of those three things are going to be said. And quite frankly, I want to throat punch you. But I've just had so long of dealing with it. I'm like, oh, they don't know. Like what you're really doing is infantilizing. And here's a topic we use within the disability community a lot because for people to gain connection with us, a lot of times they will take the easy way. And except for that, that pulls us back to a much earlier childlike thing. It's one of my friends today was talking about how they were tired of people commenting on, oh, you must have a lot of people in your DMs. It's kind of being old, overused, and just a basic statement that really pisses people off, especially if you're a female. And now somebody is, kind of trying to give you the subtle message that you shouldn't have other guys in your DMs. I get it, totally get it. And I think this is kind of the same thing. I want you to use a new line. I don't want you to come at me with that one because it makes me feel childlike. Like, you're trying to connect on a level that's like way younger. And it's something we've literally heard a million times. Also, don't say, we had a wheelchair at my house once, or my grandma was in a wheelchair, or my best friend was in a wheelchair. That's like saying in the multicultural space, and I do consider disabled people multicultural, I have a black best friend. Actually has zero to do with me. That's more about you and what you have. So think about that when you start to want to gain connection with somebody with a physical disability. There's something you obviously see, and that's the first thing you go to. I get it, except for it settles real wrong, right? So just know that. And you'll see me in these segments delivering, you'll be like, oh, he's in his feelings about it. What I'm going to deliver you is the way that I have personally felt about things in the past, but maybe not now because I'm older and I've done it quite enough times that it doesn't bother me. But there are other people who don't share this platform that I have, of actually having a good reach of different communities. So I'm just going to give you the information unfiltered and you'll do with it what you will. So this week was just what not to say. Find something else to say. Don't engage us in that level. It is diminutive and reductionistic. It doesn't feel good. And we've literally heard it 300 times. And we probably want to throw punch you. So don't do it. And stay tuned because next week there'll be something else. I have about 12 other topics I'm just dying to tell you about. And I will be that guy. I'll be that guy that gives you the information that the other folks aren't going to tell you. But you're going to learn today. All right.